guys, it's Millie and welcome to Let's Talk Personal Finance, the channel where we discuss how to make money and how to manage it. Note, none of my videos constitute as financial advice. If you're looking for financial advice, please speak to a registered financial advisor. For those of you who have been down the personal finance rabbit hole on YouTube, you probably know a thing or two about sinking funds and how to use them for your benefit. For everyone else, maybe not so much. A sinking fund is a fund that is formed by periodically setting money aside for a purpose. So the keywords from that definition are periodically, which means this money is being set aside either on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or even quarterly basis. The other keyword is for a purpose, which means that this money is being set aside for something very specific. Having sinking funds helps you prepare for irregular expenses, which are expenses that happen randomly, as well as predictable but infrequent expenses, which are expenses that you know will happen. You have an idea of when they'll happen, but they don't happen as often. So to illustrate this, let's assume that you're a responsible car owner, and as such, you take your car for servicing maybe every 1 or 2 years. Now, this servicing expense is an example of a predictable but infrequent expense, which means you know that it's going to happen. You have an idea of when it'll happen. It just doesn't happen frequently. Now, in the same manner, your car has tires, and it's possible that one of your tires could burst. Now, this is an example of an irregular expense. Why? Because it happens randomly. You don't know for a fact that your tires are going to burst in the next 1 month or 2 weeks from now, or you don't have a specific date for when the expense could occur, but you know that it's a possibility, and hence the word irregular. So sinking funds help you deal with these type of expenses because sinking funds enable you to set aside small amounts of money over a longer period of time, and obviously periodically, which is significantly easier than having to gather up a larger amount of money when you actually incur the expense. So you can use this concept of sinking funds to help you save up for stuff that you know will happen, like your friends and family's birthdays, or for gifts in general. You can use it to save up for a vacation. You can use it to save up for a car maintenance. To determine the amount of money you need to save on a periodic basis, you can do a simple calculation. So I'll take you guys through how I set up my sinking fund for my smartphone. So I set up my smartphone sinking fund at the beginning of 2020, and I am planning on getting a new smartphone at the beginning of 2023. So that means I have a time interval of 3 years, which is the same or equivalent to 36 months. Now, I divided it into months because I'm planning on setting money aside on a monthly basis. So I anticipate that the smartphone that I'd want to buy in 2023 will probably cost me around 20,000 rands. So you take the end amount that you want to have at the end of your interval, and you divide it by the number of months you have to save it. So that is 20,000 divided by 36 months, 20,000 rands divided by 36 months, which means that I have to set aside 556 rands per month. So that's an approximate value in order for me to reach my goal of saving 20,000 rands at the beginning of 2020, so that I have enough money to buy my smartphone. So that's it for this video, guys. It was pretty short, but I hope you learned something. I hope it got you thinking. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please like this video, leave comments, subscribe, share the video. And remember, you're never too old or too young to talk about personal finance. Toodles!